Hey, Mr. Mimikyu here, back with a long-awaited deck profile, I suppose. Been wanting technically to finish this deck since they first came out back in be over 10 years ago now, since everything's off the ban list now, and since the new stuff came, which they arrived today, so sweet. Figured get a deck profile done, why not? But yeah, let's get straight into it. Also, yeah, my new map pretty much got Jaden and near enough every card he used. I mean, you've got the Neospacians down here. Here you've got Winkaribo, Yubel. You got the OG heroes and all that there. You got some more of them there. You got Flame Wingman there, and you got Neos there. But yeah, we'll get into it. So for the OG big dragon rulers, play 2 Redox, 2 Blaster, 3 Tempest, and 3 Tidal. Like, genuinely, I remember this deck back in the day. God, it was insane. But yeah, I'll just read each effect. They're pretty much the same, obviously, with, like, apart from, like, say, that requires earth, fire, water, air. We're in Avatar now, apparently. Wind. Right, so if this card is sent to your hand or grave, you can banish a total of 2 earth and or dragon monsters from your hand and or grave, except this card, obviously. Special summon this card during your opponent's end phase. If you control this special summon card, return it to the hand. You can discard this card and 1 earth monster to the grave, then target 1 monster in your grave, special summon that target. If this card is banished, you can add 1 earth dragon monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use 1 Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders effect per turn, and only once that turn. This was always my favourite one of the Dragon Rulers because I played it back in Gem Knights and it was so much fun to play. And now all of them are back. This is obviously the fire one. If this card is in your hand or grave, you can banish a total of 2 fire and or dragon monsters from your hand and or grave, except this card. Special summon this card during your opponent's end phase. If you control this special summon card, return it to the hand. You can discard this card and 1 fire monster to the grave, then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. If this card is banished, you get to add a fire dragon from your deck to your hand. Obviously, it's once per turn. You can discard this card. You can discard this card and 1 wind monster to the grave. Add a dragon monster from your deck to your hand. You can banish a total of 2 wind and or dragon monsters from your hand and or grave. Special summon this card from your hand or grave, which is it's actually better than these two. During your opponent's end phase, if this card was special summoned, return it to the hand. If this card is banished, you can add 1 wind dragon from your deck to your hand, and it's obviously once per turn effect. If this card is in your hand or grave, you can banish a total of 2 water or dragon monsters from your hand and or grave, except this card. Special summon this card during your opponent's end phase. If it was special summoned, return it to the hand. You can discard this card and 1 water monster to the grave. Send 1 monster from your deck to the grave. If this card is banished, you get to add a water monster. So yeah, obviously you've got Redox, Dragon Ruler of Boulders, Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos, Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms, and Tidal, Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls. And now on to the 2 of the new cards. Spectral, Dragon Ruler of Flickers, and Nebulous, Dragon Ruler of Mishaps. Very nice additions to the deck, I must say. It was a bit surprising when I saw the reveal that the extra deck that the bigger versions of these guys were extra deck monsters. I thought, okay. When I was like, actually, that's not bad. I was expecting them to be just main deck monsters like all the rest. I suppose I like to change it up. You can discard this card and 1 dragon or light monster. Add 2 dragon roll monsters from your deck to your hand. That's actually kind of good. Except Spectral. You can banish this card from your grave. You can banish from your grave this card and 1 dragon or light monster. Then target 1 Chasm Dragon Ruler of Auroras. In your grave, special summon it. You can only use Spectral Dragon Ruler of Flicker's effect once per turn and only once per turn. Now on to the Dark Dragon Ruler. You can discard this card and 1 dragon or dark monster, then target 2 of your banished Dragon Ruler monsters with different attributes, except Nebulous. Special summon them, but they cannot attack this turn. You can banish this card from your grave. No, you can banish from your grave this card and 1 dragon or dark monster, then target 1 Eclipse Dragon Ruler of Catastrophes in your grave. Special summon it. You can only use the effect of Nebulous once per turn. And then obviously onto the OG babies. We have Reactor Dragon Ruler of Pebbles, Burner Dragon Ruler of Sparks, Lightning Dragon Ruler of Drafts, and Stream Dragon Ruler of Droplets. These obviously have like the same effect, but well, similar effect of what they do. You can discard this card and 1 dragon or earth. Special summon a Redox from your deck, but it can't attack this turn. You can only use this effect of reacting once per turn. You can discard this card and a Dragon of Fire. Special summon a Blaster from deck. It can't attack. You can discard this card and a Dragon or Wind to special summon a Tempest from deck. It can't attack. You can discard this card and a Dragon or Water. Special summon Tidal from deck. It can't attack. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people will know what these do now. And then next up is 3 Nemesis Corridor and 2 Nemesis Flag. Like, when I was first building Dragon Rulers, I had no idea these cards would be actually that useful. And then I looked at it and went, oh, actually, yeah, pretty good. You can target 1 of your banished monsters, except Nemesis Corridor. Special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, shuffle that target into the deck. You can target 1 of your banished Nemesis monsters, except Nemesis Corridor. Add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Nemesis Corridor once per turn. It's nice and beefy for a 1900 attack point monster. You can target 1 of your banished monsters, except Nemesis Flag. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, shuffle that target into the deck. During your main phase, you can add 1 Nemesis monster from your deck to your hand, except Nemesis Flag. You can only use each effect of Nemesis Flag once per turn. Some of these I'm not going to have to read effects out because you'll know. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and 3 Red Eyes Black Dragon. I mean, it being all level 7s, might as well run a Red Eyes, you know. Obviously that's in there for just the extra summon and to like just do things really. And then onto the spells and one of the new cards. Here There Be Dragons. Not a bad card actually. You can special summon 1 Dragon Ruler monster from your hand or grave, or Banishment. Why did they add Banishment? And then immediately after this effect resolves, you can Exceed summon 1 Dragon Ruler Exceed monster using only Dragon Ruler monsters you control. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your grave. Then target any number of your banished Dragon Ruler monsters with different attributes. Return them to the graveyard. You can only use 1 Here There Be Dragons once per turn and only once that turn. It's pretty good. And then 3 Dragon Shrine. You send 1 dragon monster from deck to grave, and then if that monster you sent to the grave was a dragon normal, you can send 1 more dragon monsters to the grave from your deck to the grave. You can only use Dragon Shrine once per turn. And then another new one is 7 Stars / Army Annihilator Hogun. You can target one face-up monster you control, equip it with one level 7 monster with the same type but different name from your hand or deck as an equipped spell that gives it 700 attack. But return that equipped spell to the hand during the end phase. When your opponent's level/rank 8 or higher monster is destroyed by battle while this card is in your grave, you can add this card to your hand. You can only activate one 7-star/Army Annihilator Hugin per turn. It's a good card. And then on to a card that my friend just shot me and said he'll play this because it's useful. Kashtira Birth, because, you know, why not? You can almost summon level 7 monsters without tributing, which is literally the only reason this card is in here. And then Foolish Burial, just to send Dragon Rulers from deck to grave. Like, this deck really is going to be fun to play now. And people are probably like, oh, why are you playing hand traps? Well, because I want to keep it pure. Like, I kind of prefer decks pure because they're a lot more fun, because then I can have more cards that, you know, make sense around the archetype. Like, obviously, like, you know, Nemesis and Red Eyes and, like, Kashtira isn't Dragon Ruler exclusive, but I was just like, well, if it helps the deck, then it helps the deck. And onto the extra deck, 2 Chasm, Dragon Rule of Aurorus. It requires 2 level 7 Dragon monsters, obviously. Quick effect. You can send 1 level 7 Dragon Ruler from your deck to the grave and detach 1 material from this card. This effect becomes that sent monster's effect that discards itself to activate. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 level 7 Dragon Ruler monster from your graveyard or banishment. You can only use each effect of Chasm Dragon Ruler of Aurorus once per turn. It is literally the beefiest Dragon Ruler, and it's arguably one of the best. And then on to another new one. On to Eclipse Dragon Ruler of Catastrophes. It is obviously rank 7, requires 2 level 7 dragons. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Dragon Ruler in your grave or banishment. Special summon 1 level 4 level or rank 7 Dragon Ruler monster that is mentioned on that targeted monster from your deck or banishment. Then shuffle the targeted monster into the deck. When your opponent activates a spell, or trap, or an effect, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, banish it. You can only use each effect of Eclipse Dragon Ruler or Catastrophes once per turn. It's really good. Honestly, really good. And then on to one that I've had for a while. That was like, oh, Supreme Ruler of all Dragons? Dragon Ruler. Requires 2 level 7 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, destroy 2 cards, 1 from your hand or field, and 1 your opponent controls. You can banish a total of 2 fire and or dragon monsters from your hand and or grave. Special summon this card from your grave, but return it to the extra deck when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Blaze Supreme Ruler of all dragons once per turn. And then on to the final, the last new card, Disaster. Dragon Ruler of all apocalypses. It requires 2 rank 7 dragons. 2 rank 7 monsters. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can target up to 4 level 7 Dragon Rulers in your grave and or banishment, attach them to this card. Then you can banish all monsters from your opponent's field and grave with the same attribute as this card's materials. Jesus. So this is like endgame stuff. You can only use this effect of Disaster Dragon Ruler of all apocalypses once per turn. When this card has a light, dark, earth, water, fire, and wind Dragon Ruler monsters as material against 4,600. Also one affected by other card effects. Jesus. Wow. Getting this out, you'd feel hella fucking powerful. And then on to like the generic level, rank 7 stuff. Big Eye steals a monster. This creates tokens. And it can be destroyed when the tokens are on the field by battle or card effect. And I contribute a token. And then target one field card on the field and destroy it. It can't attack during the turn. That does burn. That does stuff. Zeus. And Typhon. And then to finish the extra deck. Oh. Although I am missing one extra deck monster, so you could potentially run another one of these, or another Big Eye, or hell, if you want to, run another one of that. But you could run the, is it the Dark Hand Xyz monster? And then, obviously, because I've got Nemesis Corridor, I run 2 Colossus. We all know what Colossus does. Colossus does things. But yeah, that was the deck profile. I should have another one coming within the next week or so. It's a revamp of an old deck I did a deck profile on a while ago. It's just updated, revamped a little bit. I am missing one card for it, but it's like a cheap super rare, so I can always grab it from someone. But yeah, that's been the deck profile. Hope you like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I guess I'll see you in the next deck profile, or if I decide to do a fighting game one, I guess. Fighting game video. But anyway, I will see you then.